Hi, Fred here. Sunday I'm leaving on a cross-country bicycle trip from my home in Corona, California to St. Augustine, Florida, following the southern tier of the adventure cycling route. This is a solo trip, so I'm taking my surly long-haul trucker loaded down with tent and camping gear. I am staying with some friends and some family along the way, and some host homes as well. But I will be self-supported. Quite a few have asked what I'm carrying, and so I thought I would do a quick preview of my bike and let you know kind of how I have it set up. I am doing a vlog along the way, so every 2 or 3 days I'll post a video, so if you're interested in following along and making sure I'm still alive and well, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications, and you'll get those. I have done one other long tour from Seattle back home along the Pacific Coast route, and I had 4 panniers, 2 in the front, 2 in the back then, and I just didn't like the weight distribution. So I've tried to lighten up the rear with a lot of weight in the back, and me sitting on the seat, it seems like I had a lot of tail wag, which I didn't really like. And I've learned that where to put the weight on your bike is very arguable, almost like asking what the best tires are. So a lot of different opinions, but me personally, I like the weight up front, and it's just a much more pleasant ride. So with that, I will show you my rig. Like I said, I took off the rear rack and the rear panniers and added the Revelate saddle bag, as you see there, and that's mostly my kind of my junk drawer, so to speak. Stove, personal items, bunch of odds and ends that I don't really need on the fly, so that's what's in there. And I also have extra room so that if I pick up food for dinner, say on the way, I'll have room in there to put that. I added the frame bag as well for my last big trip. On the right side I have food, primarily, all food actually, bars and snacks, things like that I'll eat during the day. On the opposite side of the frame bag I have electronics, a lot of things that I used to carry in a handlebar bag, which I also didn't really like having an 8-pound handlebar bag bouncing around up high, so most of those type of items, sunscreen, chapstick, etc., is carried on the left side of that frame bag. I also added a top tube bag from Revelate that has my GoPro and just a couple of really small things that I need. The front, I have the Ortlieb on the lowrider rack, which I've always really liked, how that weight is placed really low. These are the smaller Ortlieb bags, waterproof. And then also to balance that out, and the fact that I don't have the rear panniers anymore, I needed a spot for my sleeping bag and tent poles, and I wanted to put those on the front. But I looked around at racks and I couldn't really find a front rack that I liked all that well. I really liked how the Tubus lowrider, where it places the weight, and a lot of the front racks carried it higher. So I was able to find this Align pizza rack, they call it. I forget what they call it. I call it a pizza rack on top, to work with my existing rack. So this is actually 2 racks. Like I said, this is an Align rack, ALLYGN, from Germany, and it has a really good mounting, tubular mounting to the front fork, which I thought was pretty nice. And then the supports come down and attach mid fork along with my Tubus, so I was able to get those to work together. And I don't know, I like that better than some of the other all-in-one front racks that I found. So total, those front panniers have a little over 8 pounds, and along with my sleeping bag and tent, it's probably just under 20 pounds up front. But it handles well. I've done a couple test rides and I like it. Like I said, I like the fact that I was able to get rid of the handlebar bag. I'm never a big fan, although they're very convenient. So by adding the frame bag and the top tube bag, I got rid of that. So I just have my Garmin and my phone. If I'm navigating, I'll have my phone there. If I'm going off cue sheets, or in this case, the Venture Cycling Association maps. I just have a couple of cue sheet clips on my handlebars, and that works pretty good. I have it on plastic and it's going to be pretty secure. So that's her. That's the Surly long haul / disc trucker, and I'm really excited. The weight balance I'm really excited for. This is going to be 3,000 miles, like 58,000 feet of climbing. So the fact that I have a better balance, in my opinion, it's going to make the riding much more pleasant. So that's it. I hope you got something out of that. And if you are interested in following along, yeah, you know what to do on YouTube, and I'll post and bring you along with me. So thanks for watching.